Ladies and gentlemen, you always ask the question, how come I can never or I have not yet achieved my goal? Or I have been so many years in the business, I have big dreams. Each year the dream becomes smaller and smaller. When I started, I was enthusiastic. Things worked out very well. My morale was high. Instead of climbing over the years, I'm descending. Some of you, ladies and gentlemen, have second doubts. You started with no doubts, with only one thought, success as promised. And when you do your work, day after day, week after week, month after month, and now a few years have passed and you are still struggling. How come? What are the causes? Nothing can happen without any cause and condition. You being you is through causes and conditions. The way you feel now is still causes and conditions. Listening to me now is going to create causes and conditions as we get along. How come? Because of your consciousness. Your consciousness will follow your mind. And if your mind is with me, you'll be listening and your mind will be conditioned by what you are listening. Or your mind will bring you away from here. So I will lose you momentarily. So the important thing, ladies and gentlemen, check the condition of your mind if you want to succeed. Write down your paper. Check the condition of your mind. Don't assume. Too many of us assume, like eating, drinking, shitting, peeing. Our mind is a lazy mind because of sloth and torpor, one of the 5 hindrances. How many of you truly are working in this life insurance business? Allow me to ask the question again. How many of you are actually working? I say to you, you think you are working. Being physically in the office, going to office early does not mean you are working. Getting into the car does not mean you are driving. Don't you agree? What do you do? Oh, you start organizing your time. Oh, who to call? Is this the way you do? Some are even worse. They don't even know who to call or what to do. Is that work? If I work with you, ladies and gentlemen, frankly, I have a lot of dirty words. And no way we can work together. It's unpleasant, but please, if somebody has to tell you, let it be ATC, the outsider. Your bosses have been telling you, but you never listen. Then what is your reply? What is your reaction? My boss is worse than I am. Then you start accusing him, then you start abusing him, you start criticizing him, and so on and so forth. And yet, you hope to succeed in this business. How? I will speak harshly. Allow me. People like that is expecting to make love on the phone and become a father or mother. Science have improved that much, but not this far. That's what you are doing to yourself without knowing. And bosses dare not tell you, not because they don't know, because you will retaliate. Now you understand why APC have web training. You can scold me, but I will not know. That's my advantage. But seriously, the fact that you do life insurance, the fact you are working in life insurance, and the fact you must have a little of this to serve people. If you say, I join life insurance to save the world, I serve people and all, that is the worst bullshit I have ever heard. Don't ever say that to yourself. See, get excited, by all means, but don't get excited into nowhere like this music. The best, it gives us pleasure, but it has mood. So if you want to listen to music, listen to the ones that can turn up the feeling and condition your mind the way you want it. And the one thing you avoid, please, disco music. You don't believe? Share with all your friends who love disco music. You'll find they have a mind that is different from others and not necessarily good. They are less matured, less responsible. But on the other hand, the person's mind says, I need active music, fast music to push up my mind. Listen to this type of music, classical, where there are crescendos every now and then. It will help. I learned this from one of my policy holders. I hope he allows me to mention his name, Mr. Gerald Pillay. He is the third man who developed me. He made me listen to classical music. And I tell you honestly, I suffered. I suffered. Of all music, he made me listen to the chamber music of this quartet, I don't know who. Key, kong here, and then sound here, sound there. Listen, wow, like this, like that. I dare not tell you my very VIP client. So I suffered. But I did not know that he was introducing into my mind something that he gains nothing but for my benefit, to make me more cultured. He knew I had no education, I had no exposure, and every time when I was with him, I was like a fish out of water. I had first degree inferiority complex. You name all the psychological problem and mental blocks, I had all of them. Now you can understand why I'm always very nasty, angry. Because many of you, unfortunately for me, you remind me of me. So when I'm angry with you, I'm angry with myself for what I was. And this is the truth. I'm not covering up for your benefit. I'm not running me down for your benefit. If you think I know, you must know I came a long way from not knowing. So ladies and gentlemen, you have a very good career. This is the highest paid career and most rewarding. Not just monetarily. Your personal development. Remember, develop yourself every day. This business calls for you. And you are exposed every day to it. This business teaches us how to be humble in order to be proud. Learn to be sincere. Stop being nice. There's not enough sincere people today. There are many nice people, but most of them are not sincere. This is hypocritical. And yet, since everyone is almost like they diplomatic, nice, want to be liked, want to be respected, then everyone, birds of the same feathers flock together. Then we flock together, we are the same, and so we feel happy. And some of us, peacock, already no more feathers, still showing feathers. And everybody behind us laugh at us. Some peahen, stupid, try to show peacock feathers. Stop doing that. Be natural yourself, and please don't let people tell you change you. You must change yourself. Change to what? You must improve your own self. Improve where? What? How? Please spend some time. Use your mind like my Master Suni Rinpoche tells us every time. Use your mind to look at yourself. Just 5 minutes. You'll be surprised what you will discover. We have the good and bad. If we are all that good, we are not human beings. Many of you will be in God's realm. You'll be with God, not a human being suffering here. So we have the bad. But you don't have the good. You have no good, you will be an animal. You will be born an animal, insect, not a human being. So we have both the good and bad. Now question, are they equal? What difference does it make? Whether the equation is 50-50, 70-30, what difference? You have 90 good, 10% bad, but most of the time you use your 10. D has 5% good, 95% very bad. He uses every day the 5%. So does it matter the quantum? You see, our intelligent mind takes us with the feelings, into areas of no consequences, of no relevancy. People are scared. Oh, somebody will cheat them. 10 ringgit, 50 ringgit, 100 ringgit. But they lose hundreds of thousands, the life saving. They take care of the pennies, they forget the pounds. Are you like that? If you are like that, quit this business. And don't ask the question, how come I cannot succeed? Okay, you think I can succeed? Am I right for this business? Let me ask you, are you right to be married? Do you have the right to get married? Is it time to get married? Are you marrying the right person? Are you going to marry the right person? In mind, yes. Until you get married, many regret. True or not true? You are the cause of the marriage. Going down the drain. I ask this question, 80% say no. It's the spouse. You ask the spouse, 80% say no. It's the other side of the spouse. So, how can the marriage work? You see, the mind nature, protective feeling, protecting self. So, ladies and gentlemen, bottom line, you write down, we are all born failures. Allow me to repeat. We are all born failures. Read Billy Lynn's book, Dare to Fail. Please allow me to repeat. We are all born failures. Right. How come? Because of our negative mind. In speech, even in thoughts, we must be positive. Oh, PMA, positive mental attitude. To me, honestly, I never agree. I'm not saying it's not true or I disagree, but I don't agree. Is work natural to you? Allow me to repeat. Is working for a living natural? Please don't misunderstand. I'm not saying whatever you do to earn the living is natural. I'm asking, is working for a living natural? Okay, let me ask another way. Is cheating natural? Being natural? Eating, drinking natural? Sleeping natural? Breathing natural? Okay. If they are all natural, isn't working natural for a living? Prehistoric time, the men had to hunt animals, big animals, for food to feed the family. Yes or no? Yes. They had to risk their lives. Many did not come back. Instead of being the predators, they became the prey. As they are hunting A animal, B animal, hunting him for food. It's a natural. Those days in the caves, I suppose the women had to look after the babies, keep the caves clean, or do some cooking, I don't know, but they must have worked. That is natural. They cannot sleep and waiting for the husband to make them pregnant. And then they give birth by nature, the baby will grow up by themselves. They still have to do work. Do you agree? So if work is natural, but what work you do is irrelevant, but still you do work for a living. If not, then you do work like farming for food. There is still work, inverted commas. Can see or cannot? If this being the case and you have accepted and conditioned your mind that it is natural, do you complain all the time, or you pee or shit and you look at the color of your shit, how much and weigh it, etc., or plan how much you should shit, what time? Do you do that? See, natural thing is a phenomenon that it comes by itself. But, capital B-U-T, but you have to do it. You have a stomach ache, you have diarrhea. Can somebody shit on your behalf? You are hungry, can somebody eat on your behalf? Cannot. We know this physical aspect. Isn't the same with your insurance work? Can your bosses earn money for you, do things for you? You want people to make your children? I speak harshly because, seriously, ladies and gentlemen, I've been in the business long enough to see good people, nice people, right people, honest people turn corrupted, stupid, and came into the business with no debt in the world, no care in the world, end up full of creditors. All because, ladies and gentlemen, you harm you. Allow me to repeat. You were stupid to allow you to harm you. That was your mistake. Not your boss. Your boss gains nothing by your failing. Not the company. The company loses money by your failing. And yet, many of you, I tell you, honestly, when I speak of this subject, I get angry. I get angry because it's like seeing innocent children growing up to be corrupted adults. Evil adults, harmful adults. But in life insurance, it will not make you that bad. But bad enough for your own family to suffer. Starting with your parents, then your spouses, and when your children grow up, they will not respect you. Not because of the nature of the world, because you were foolish enough not to realize the truth about life. Life has never been easy for anyone, not even to the richest man, to the most powerful man in the world. Never easy. And I don't think it's, for me, honestly, maybe I lack ambition, maybe I lack a lot of whatever needed. I never aspire or envy the super rich, the super powerful. For they too have to pay a price like we have to pay a price. But that does not mean we don't do anything. Think about it. You want easy life? I show you. But I need your concentration. Close your eyes if you can. Close your eyes and then imagine with me. Follow me. See, for some reasons, you are super rich and super powerful. No, see. You can't see your face now, my feeling. You are so rich, so powerful. So what do you like? Oh, you like to play with computer. You have the whole house, 30,000 square feet, full of the best computers in the world. Can you use all of them at one time? Yes, see. You love cars. See, you have all the cars, all the branded cars, the latest cars in your courtyard. Hundreds of them. You look, will that give you pleasure? You love eating. You have all the best food every day, every meal, every hour. You will enjoy food after that. You like women, you like men. You have the best looking women, best looking men with you all the time to do anything. To do your bidding. After that, you enjoy life. You want to buy anything, you can buy. No need to ask the price. And you don't even have to pay. You have somebody to pay. All you have to do is go to the place and select what you want. Then you have everything. And life would have been very beautiful, frankly. You see. Alright, can you see? Is that what is life like that? Okay, you can open your eyes. You will have all of this. I'm telling you, life becomes meaningless. Please, you see carefully. You love climbing. These people have climbed Mount Everest 2 times, 3 times. You ask them to go 30 times. Where's the challenge now? It's finished. They're the highest mountain in the world. So what do? They go to the most difficult mountain to climb. A cliff. They climb, they conquer it. What have they achieved? Other than their ego. Money, time, etc. But these are super rich or sponsored and have no responsibility. They think it's okay. There is that thrill, nothing wrong. But let us say, whoever the person may be, he's got to feed his 5 children. He gives them minimum, so he wants to save the money to climb the hill or mountain. Then he takes off and gets his wife to work and spend a few years climbing mountain. Is that the kind of man, person you want to be? To fulfill your ambition at the cost of all those who love you, care for you, trust you, and you betray them by not fulfilling your obligation to them. insurance people, some of you are guilty. You think insurance, you can have a free time, you can content work and no need to answer to anyone, no need to get medical leave, etc. Easy life. Then family suffer, no news. Then you start lying, cheating, then you start borrowing. Then start running away from creditors. Is that the kind of life you want? Is it because life insurance is like that put you in this type of shit house? Or maybe you put yourself in a shit house because of your lazy mind, sloth and torpor. Then what will happen? The other one of the 5 hindrances, the other hindrance will come up. Ill will. ILLWILL. Ill will. Anger, hatred, revenge, all the negative, aggressive feeling. And starting with thought to do harm, then speech, then action. We are ignorant of this. We take for granted. Nobody tells us. So, how can you ever achieve? Forget about how come you cannot achieve. With this, how can you achieve anything? Forget life insurance business, anything. You can earn about $1,500, $2,000 job, you hang on to the job. So you ask, why? I cannot achieve. Why? Because this is what you have been doing to yourself. In some cases, I may have exaggerated. But if you have 10% of what we have discussed so far, it's bad enough. And that is more than what has been discussed. Please be assured. So the pitfalls are plentiful. The line that you have to walk, the white thin line, is very difficult. So quit this job, do something else. But there is no line to walk on. There is no pot of gold because there is no rainbow. So you face out your life. 1,000 over 2,000, 4,000, and then be contented. But if you are like that, please quit this business and do that. Nothing is wrong with that. Absolutely. Nothing is wrong not being rich. It becomes wrong when you are unhappy about it and you suffer and you make your family suffer. Only then it becomes wrong. But many earning 1,000 over, very happy and everything, is perfectly okay. Let me share with you a story. There was this very rich man. He bought all the land, businessman. In the farm that he was living in. 100,000 of acres. All belong to him. However, right in front of his home was a shack, very small, smaller than his living room. He wanted to buy up that property for years, and the couple refused to sell. He got very, very angry. He bought 100,000 of acres as far as his eyes could see. But right in front was a broken down shack. An eyesore. For years, he offered prices, impossible prices. And the man, the farmer said, no. You give me money, I don't know where to go, I don't know what to do. I'm happy this is from my father. He inherited from his father, so we have inherited for generations. This young man sells bean sprouts. Every morning, he put the bean sprouts on his bicycle, cycle to market. Came back, had his lunch, then he would put beans into the jars for next day sale. Every evening he would play his flute. One day the businessman decided to invite the couple to his home for dinner. They came. And this businessman asked this young man, I've been wanting to buy your property, you refuse to sell. I know you are poor, but you seem happy. I see you every morning went to sell your bean sprout, come back, had your lunch, then you prepare, then you took your rest. Then every evening after dinner you play your flute, and you play very well. I enjoy all the music. Tell me your secret of happiness. The young man said, I have got no secret of happiness. This is what I do, so I just do like that. Anyway, to make it short, the businessman began to like this young man, so gave him $1 million cash. Like the young man, give me $1 million. The young couple took home. That night they did not sleep. They were discussing what to do with the $1 million. They fear people will steal. They will lose it. And anyway, to make it short, they decided to put in a bank. That was perfect. So next morning, they rode on the 2 bicycles to the bank, put the deposit. And before long, everybody knew they were millionaires. And many people came to the house and suggesting how they could utilize their money. Relatives came to borrow money and so on and so forth. For 1 whole month, they did not sleep. They worried and no more playing flute, no more anything. And one night, they both discussed. And next morning, they brought the $1 million and gave back to the businessman and said, I think you keep your $1 million. Then he went back to selling bean sprout. So, ladies and gentlemen, this story does not mean it kills your ambition to succeed. I repeat, this story does not kill your ambition to succeed in life. If you allow, please don't blame it easily. It's your own negative mind. You will find every little excuse to free yourself from blame from being a failure. Allow me to repeat. A failure always, and it's automatic, and they are very good. It's very spontaneous. Anything that hits at them, or they are accused, or they've been told, anything that is negative for their own feeling, it's very spontaneous. They have reason. But you don't know my boss, or you don't know my company, you don't know my product, you don't know my work. You don't know. If you knew, you will know why I cannot succeed. Not because I'm stupid, not because I'm not hardworking, not because I'm this, not because I'm that. But you don't know. You see my company's attitude. My colleagues, you don't understand. I tell you, if I was in a company, but then my age, you see, I'm old. Old horse cannot run anymore. They give 1 million excuses. Then what's wrong with you? How about you? What's wrong with me? I'm okay. You see, the attitude is like that. Then my nature is like that. They are not interested in creating or spending time. So ladies and gentlemen, be careful in this business. It can build you beyond and give you anything, everything beyond your wildest dream. On the other hand, if you messes up with this career, totally irresponsible and not caring for anything but self, I assure you, it will destroy you, your whole entire personality. So this business builds people and destroys people. You have the choice to allow it to build you or you allow it to destroy you. Okay? Please make sure, and there is much more, and we will discuss much more in the web. So we have a break now.